Primal coming to here with another video. This time it's an installation video for the Hitec Giant Servo. Just for comparison's sake, if anyone's just curious, that's the size difference in the two servos. You can see it's a lot taller than this Savox SV-0235MG. I'll be using this as my throttle and brake servo. Before I get started and I install anything, I just like to make sure I have everything in front of me so that I'm not looking for it while I'm installing something and forgetting something in the process. One thing to consider when you're getting this kit is you're going to need these bolts. They're not included in the kit. These are 6mm by I think these are 6mm by 20mm button head bolts here. These are the bolts that I think bolt on the clutch carrier to the clutch housing. So I had an extra pair from my stock clutch case. So if you don't have these, just keep that in mind that you're going to need these type of bolts. So I just using those. Before I get started, I'd like to I'm going to start off by charging this battery so that by the time I'm done this is finished charging. So I'm going to take you over to my charger. Okay, so I got my battery all hooked up to the charger here and I'm going to balance charge it. I always balance charge my batteries. I don't see why you wouldn't. If you're new to LiPos, I recommend you get yourself one of these LiPo bags and charge in one of these bags for safety. Also, it's good for storing your LiPos as well. With this charger I can control it with my phone here, and I'm going to charge LiPo and I'm going to balance charge it, and this is a 4-cell LiPo, confirm that, and we are going to charge at half C, which would be 1.8 amps, because that is this battery is 3600 milliamps, so we charge at half C, which would be 1.8 amps, and we're going to confirm that and hit OK. And what's going on here? Okay, it's telling me the battery is full, so I guess they send you this battery full. That's kind of new, but okay, this battery's charged, so no need to charge it, so that's a good thing. Okay, so what you're going to need to do for the first part of this installation is to Dremel this out here. What we're going to do is cut this section out here with a Dremel. If you don't have a Dremel, you're going to have to figure out what else you can use to cut this. This is just plastic. I'm going to do that off cam just to save on time. But yeah, you're just going to Dremel this section out here because that's where the servo is going to be on the chassis of the Losi 5ive-T. So I'll be right back when I'm all done. Okay, I've gone ahead and Dremeled this section out here. This is what was removed. You're just removing that section out from your old servo mount. If you don't have a Dremel, it's going to be pretty tough to do this. I used the cutting disc to cut this section out here. But what you're going to want to do is grind this section here, because I guess you could sand it down a bit because you need to remove a section here, but to clean it up I just rounded the edges here a bit to make it look nice and clean. Now that we got that done, we need to solder on, I guess, these leads here. We got to attach some Jst Connectors to this. So again, I'm going to do that off cam just to save you guys some time, because you guys don't need lesson in soldering. So I'll be back, give me a sec. Oh, actually, one thing also is if you've got this type of switch here, I ordered the super power switch from Kill RC. I would have liked to have had that, but I really want to test this out tomorrow. What you're going to want to do is actually, you're going to need to do is attach these Jst Connectors to it, because that's what it comes with. So yeah, I'm going to also solder on these as well. Okay, so I've gone ahead and soldered on my Jst connectors here. The kit comes everything with the heat shrink here, which is actually a nice touch, and the box connected up the Jst connectors to here because I had JR connectors before. So all of it comes in the kit, so that's actually pretty good, except for the switch. You gotta use your own switch. Now on to the RC itself. I'm gonna get the Losi 5ive-T up on the table and start installing the mount for the servo. For the bolts for this, you're just gonna reuse these, obviously, right? I think it's the same one for the hot racing, the dual kit I have, so I've got to pull off the hot racing setup I got on mine and put this back on. Alright, I got the Losi 5ive-T on the table here now. I'm going to start by mounting these brackets here from Turtle Racing, these mounts. I'm going to test this out to see if the cutting on the if I cut enough from this section here. Before I start screwing anything down, I want to make sure I got enough space to put the servo in there, so I'm just going to put this in here loosely just to make sure I got enough room. So I'm just finger tightening these right now, just using the stock bolts that come for the servo tray here. Put this on here loosely. Alright, put the servo here. Fish these wires through the hole here. I'm noticing here that after I do this, I'm going to have to route these wires in another way because they're awfully close to the gear over here, and you definitely don't want your wires to get caught up in there. So right now I'm just checking that my cut on that servo tray is okay, and that my servo will fit in there. If I can just get these wires through here. Let's get the other mount here. That's just looking at this thing is a beast. I can't wait to try this out here. I can just find, okay, here we go. Just put that through here. One more. Alright, we got that in. I was going to put a couple of these bolts just to make sure it's in properly there. One on each corner. Again, I'm just testing for to make sure I cut that properly. One thing, before you screw down your this servo here, I recommend you take this off. This took a little bit of work to get off, so I had to pry it up with just a screwdriver. It wasn't that hard, but it was on there pretty tight because you got to switch it over to this alloy horn here. Alright, onto the tray here. I'm just going to stick in 2 bolts here. Now, it's a good thing to have them in front of you because I have no idea where I left them now. I'll be back and I'll see where I left them here. Okay, so it looks like I got proper clearance here. As you can see, there's plenty of space there for the servo. Now I'm just going to remove everything again because I want to make sure I leave this nice and neat with my wires. Like I said, test this out so that you have proper clearance here for this servo. Okay, I'll be back and I'm just going to fish all these wires through. One thing you're going to need to do is, if you've got a killer RC switch, is over in here you're going to want to cut this section out here, and this separator here. Is just cut this section out here, and so that you can fish your wires through here and put your killer RC on that section over here on your tray here. Alright, so I got the tray in and I got the wiring in. Installation for this says an hour, but I have to admit, this actually took me more than an hour just getting all these wires in here, and still got to fix them up a bit. When you do this, you got to make sure that, as you can see here, that wire there is really close to your brake discs. And if you're not careful, that wire is pretty long. It could get into your gear right here. So what I've done is I've placed it right behind this post here, so there's no way it can get over on this side. And I did the same with that post right there. I placed the other wires just behind that. And there still might be a chance, but that it can go that way, but it'll be a lot harder now. Also, you're gonna need to, if you're running the Killer RC switch, you're gonna have to make that opening a little bigger, because fishing those wires through there is pretty tough. Actually, it's impossible. I tried and I had to take everything back out because it wouldn't go through. So I just made the opening a little bigger. Next up, I'm just gonna hook all this up here and tighten all this down. Once I get everything all tightened up, the last thing I'll do is Loctite all these bolts here, and the ones on the bottom for the ones that are metal to metal. You don't want to Loctite the ones to plastic. Other than that, I gotta put in the receiver here, and yeah, I'll show you everything as soon as I get all this done. But this actually takes longer than the dual one. I don't know why, but there's a lot of wires now because you've got to put in this extra bit here, which is your voltage regulator. Alright, so I got everything bolted up. Everything seems to be nice and tight. I just got to tighten down the tray here. This is taking me quite a while. I had to remove the whole tray again because I forgot to put in the power switch, so I had to take the whole tray out again and fish the wires through. Again, this is the reason it takes so long is just all these wires. I mean, look over here. With that Killer RC kill switch nut servo voltage regulator, it's just a bunch of mess of wires here. That's why it's taking so long. I still gotta hook this up. But this here is ridiculously fast. I'm gonna show you right now how fast this is. Torque wise, I don't know yet because I haven't really tested it out, but this is fast. I mean, check this out. So I just I didn't know what the difference would be compared to my dual setup here, but let's get the camera here. Get the radio. I mean, check this out. I mean, that is ridiculously fast. I've got to set my endpoints here still, so I better not go crazy with that. But I mean, that is fast. That is going to be amazing to run this thing with this. So I'm going to just finish up, and I'll show you how everything goes. Okay, I'm finally done. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I started this at like 11. I can't believe how long it took me. It's not hard to do. It's just all this wiring and getting it all right, because you want to get chewed up in your drivetrain here and those gears, so you gotta watch out for that. Just finished Loctiting all these bolts here and the ones on the bottom, metal to metal. Don't forget to do that. Apart from that, it went pretty smoothly, except for all those wires. I mean, I gotta fix these all up, but I'm tired. I'm going to bed. But this is apart from how powerful it is and how much torque that servo has, it's unbelievably fast. I mean, I'm just going to show you one more time because I'm quite impressed with that servo. Yeah, I mean, that is unbelievably fast compared to what I had before. And it's so smooth. I absolutely love how that works. But I can't wait to try this out tomorrow. Alright guys, as always, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time. I almost forgot one more important thing. You definitely don't want to forget this when you're installing it. It's your sticker. 1,222 ounces. Don't forget to put that on. Alright guys, take care. And don't forget to put your sticker on. Just like that. And there you have it. Later.